Hi, everybody. We're here doing the astrology for July. And I wanted to start out with my psychic card reading. And we have solitude. Basically, that just means that right now you need to be left alone, that you've got to do some thinking. You know, there's things happening in your life that you don't understand, but know that the answers will come to you in solitude. All I can say is sometimes we have to pause and be still with all the outside influences going on. Um, there's no other way to put it. But, in our solitude, just to throw this out there, I know when I go in my solitude, I always find something that I didn't know that I really needed. And it's always, within my own soul. Solitude will bring ways for you to learn and for you to grow. So, all I can say is, Leos, I hope that whatever you're working through, that in the end you have peace. Now, 629 to 7/5 with Leo. The 29th, I wanted to talk about the end of that month for June, and that's why it's up here, because we have Jupiter in Capricorn in our sixth house, conjunct Pluto in Capricorn in our sixth house. And we either got work issues going on or health issues, and we've got to peel back the layers and transform that area of our life. And sometimes, again, we have to have that solitude in order to do it. Now, also at the end of June, we've got Uranus in Taurus in the 10th house, and that is sextiling the Sun in Cancer in the 12th house. And again, you're finding your power through your solitude. You're looking at your psyche and your innermost self. And in doing that, you're going to find your power in all of this. Now, on the 4th or the 5th of July, depending where you're at, you have the moon in Capricorn opposing the sun in Cancer in the 12th, and that is our lunar eclipse. Now, all I can tell you is, again, this is either about your health life or your work life. Could be small pets too, but you're doing a lot of thinking about how you're going to maneuver this and how you're going to shift what is happening in your life. Again, that sixth house could be work, it could be health, it could be, a small pet. But you have the sun, in the 12th house. So you're doing it internally. You're thinking about things and, what you've got to do to move on. Now, the 6th through the 12th of July, on the 8th, we have got, again, Mercury in Cancer in the 12th house, squaring Mars in the 9th house. Okay. And pretty much right now, your thoughts and your communications are not aligned with your philosophies in life, your higher mind. You're going through something right now, and it's pretty emotional. You know, you're you're doing this internally. Whatever you're dealing with, it's an emotional issue and it's internal. And, you know, it's definitely running into conflict with ninth house matters, whether that be your philosophies, higher values, education, you know, other people that work with you through broadcasting. It could be trying to think journalism. Ninth house rules a lot, so it could be in one of these matters too. Now on the 12th, again, we've got Mercury going direct. And I know a whole lot of people are hooping and hollering about that. Because, you know, with that Venus retrograde, and then Mercury went retrograde before Venus was out of retrograde. So, and it's been an emotional Mercury retrograde. It has to do with issues of the past, you know, and now you're going to be able to deal with those issues, even though they're emotional. You're going to be able to deal with them in your head. You're going to be able to make headway with your thoughts. And you're actually going to be able to go in that direction that you need to do. Now on the 12th, we've got the Sun in Cancer in the 12th house, trining Neptune in Pisces in the 8th house. And while again, the 12th house rules our psyche, rules are the innermost depths of our soul, the 8th house are those scars that are left on us. And, you know, you're going to be able to get over those scars fairly easy. I mean, it's a trine. And I mean, all you have to do is transform your beliefs about the situation. You know, you're going to have to transform your behavior in this grand scheme of things. And these are just thoughts that you're thinking. Yeah, it's not necessarily that you're doing right now. You're just doing a lot of thinking. And I mean, your spiritual side will help you get through all this thought process. Now, on the 13th through the 19th of July, we have got the Sun in Cancer on the 12th opposing Jupiter in the 6th. Now, again, you're thinking, you're doing a lot of thinking right now. And, you know, again, it's intuitive thoughts that are very emotional to you. And it's expanding your health in some way. You know, you are, you know, thinking, like I said, you're dealing with the innermost psyche and your mental health. And all of this is affecting your physical health. So get some balance, please, Leo. Don't let it affect your physical health when your mental health is out of whack. We all have to go through it. Get out there, exercise, do something active, because you know how you get when you're too much in your mind. You do need to get to exercising. And that'll help that health issue too. Now on the 15th, we've got the Sun in Cancer in the 12th house opposing Pluto in Capricorn in the 6th house. And again, that's just saying that you're thinking, you've gone within, you know, want some quiet time away from everybody. And it's because you're stripping layers away of that health issue that you're dealing with or that work issue. You need to be right now on your own and by yourself. And it's all because you've got this issue that you've got to deal with, your health, somebody else's health. It could be mental health. So, and then on the 20th through the 26th, it's pretty much the last week in July, but we're going to go a little bit further only because of some things going on. The 20th, we have the Sun in Cancer in the 12th opposing Saturn in Capricorn in the 6th. And even though you've got all these things happening at your innermost level and in your psyche, you've got these structures in place that are holding you back. And it has to do again with your health or your work life or a small pet. But I'm more inclined to think it's with health or a work issue. And again, you're thinking about this, you're mulling it over in your head, and you're getting near, even though it's emotional, you want to do something about it, but then you've got all these structures saying, no, you can't do it. You've got to stay right where you're at, and that's just the way it's going to be. Then on the 22nd, happy birthday, Leo. The sun will move into your sign, the first house, and you will start being yourself again. You'll start, shining bright. You'll start speaking your mind in that Leo manner. You will start being more creative. You're just going to put yourself out there. And on the 22nd, again, we've got Mercury, our thoughts, in Cancer in that 12th house. But it's going to sextile Uranus in Taurus in your 10th house. Now, what that means is pretty much your thoughts. You're still up in your head with all those thoughts that you want to make and about the things that you want to do and the changes you want to make. Well, Uranus being sextile is going to give you the power to make those changes that you've been thinking about, to get those things done that you need to get done. Because in the following week, even though it runs into the 2nd of August and would be considered the first week of August, I did want to talk to you a little bit about it because on the 27th, we've got Jupiter in Capricorn in the 6th house, sextiling Neptune in Pisces in the 8th house. And pretty much that's saying that the health issues or the work issues have expanded for you. But you have a deep belief that you will survive this, that you will get over this. And you will, okay? You just have to deal with the changes in your behavior that have been on, it's scars left on your psyche. And yes, while other people can then leave those scars there, it's up to us on how we behave from those scars. Just because there's scars there doesn't mean everybody is responsible for them. You have to look at how you can change your behavior in order to live with these scars. Now, The next thing is on the 27th, we've got Venus in Gemini, and it will be in the 11th house, squaring Neptune in the 8th house in Pisces. And again, that 11th house, it's the groups you belong to, your hopes, your dreams. Well, they're going up against the scars that you've got right now. Yes, you're all about being forthright, but in the groups that you've been around or your dreams, you've had two different directions. You haven't had that one direction, so you're going to have to get a little bit more going in one direction, and change that behavior in that way. And then on the 27th, we have Mercury in Cancer in the 12th, and that is squaring Mars and Aries in the 9th. Now, Mercury again is in the 12th house, all about our psyche, and we're very emotional in our mind right now and in our communications. Well, you're pretty much being aggressive in your philosophies, in your belief system. But you got to realize those thoughts are yours. They're not other people's. And you're just gonna, you might be having a fight with your own self about your own creator, about some things that are happening in your life. But no, even if you are having a fight with the creator, that it will work out. Everything happens for a reason. There's a time and a season for everything. And that's what we have to remember. And no matter what's happening, we're going to come back to the card of solitude and realize that those answers are within you. Nobody else is going to be able to tell you which direction to go or take away the pain or, give you what you need. You have got to figure this out on yourself. You're just going to have to be still and, know that the answers will come. You just have to be there when they do. So all I can tell you, Leo, peace. Have peace this month, okay? Find that balance however you can and just hold on, to your faith with whatever's going on. But anyway, have a great July, and I'll see you next month. Bye.